Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV.
And I'm Will Wareham with WHHI-TV.
And today we're coming to you from Ridgeland Elementary School, and we're in the Parenting Center room. And we're happy to be here. It's an all Jasper County School District show. Our first guest is the head football coach of Ridgeland High School, Jahmaal Nelson. They're coming off a great season. He's going to tell us all about it and some of the off-season practices he uses to get his team ready.
That's right. And our second guest is Tracy Stormer, who's the Director of Technology for the Jasper County School District. She's going to tell us about the evolving technology here in elementary and high schools and how she's got a goal of 1-to-1 ratio for devices to students.
And our last guest is Kristen Parker. She's the Jasper County School District Teacher of the Year. She's a third grade teacher here at the elementary school. She's going to tell us all about how she won the award and her background, and just a really good show for you here at Jasper County School District. So we'll be right back with 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
Where Spring Island comes to speak.
Where the town of Hilton Head Island comes to speak. Where Port Royal comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak. Welcome to 843 TV. We now have the pleasure to be joined by Mr. Jahmaal Nelson. He's the head football coach at Ridgeland High School. Thanks for being with us, Coach.
Thank you.
So your position here is head football coach.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your background and the team this year. It's your first year, so tell us a little bit about how it went.
Well, this is my first year as the head football coach. I'm currently a special education teacher, teaching math support, and also head football coach. Had a wonderful season. Coming in late, I'm just happy to be here, and had like I said, a very exciting season.
And you grew up in South Carolina, you said, in Spartanburg, is that right?
Yes, originally from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
And then you played college ball as well, too, you said.
Right, at Tusculum College.
Nice. So you're very prepared for this position.
Absolutely.
That's good.
As a first-year head varsity football coach, what were some of the challenges you come across putting a staff together, getting your teams together? I mean, I'm assuming you had assistant football coaching experience previous to this?
Yes, I was at Broome High School for 2 years, and then I was at Spring Valley High School for 7 years. The biggest challenge for me was, with getting a late start, basically starting the job in July, and then trying to hurry up, put a staff together, and get ready for week 1 against, week 0 against Hilton Head. That was very challenging.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. So how many assistant coaches did you have?
I currently had 7 this year.
7 coaches, and then how many boys were on the team?
I had a total of 66 for varsity and junior varsity added together.
Okay, 7 coaches and 66 kids, and you had to start in July.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you had a positive experience first year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool.
Well done.
Thank you.
what players stood out to you this year and they probably won't be returning next year?
Well, I could be here all day talking about all the players that really stood out. But we had a good group of seniors, Gavin Bush, Craven Howard. They were some players that really stood out and made a difference for our football team, on and off the field.
Do you have some good players coming back, I assume, too?
Yeah, well, we have quite a few players that's coming back, already getting in the weight room, working hard. Frank Fields III, DeJohn Frazier, and the 2 rising juniors, Cameron Williams and Malik Bostic.
And senior leadership on a football team, probably more than any other sport, is critical. So how many seniors did you say are not coming back?
Well, we won't have 17 seniors back this season. I wish I could have them all back. They were a great group of seniors. This being my first year as a head football coach, I couldn't ask for a better class.
And then how many seniors coming up next year?
Well, next year we're looking at about between 19 and 22 right now.
Depending on how many kids come out. Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
What was your record this season?
Well, this season I reckon was 8-4 overall. We were 4-1 in the region, co-region champs, but finished at number 2 because of how the region finished.
Excellent.
Co-region champions. Now, who was your counterpart? Who was the other?
Well, we had a 3-way tie for co-region championship, and that was Woodland and Barnwell, and us also.
8-4. I mean, that's a good record. What was the record last year?
Of 7-5.
Okay, so you inherited a decent program, and it sounds like you're taking it to the next level.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. We have high expectations, and of course, we wanted to get better than 8-4, but that was an outstanding season.
Yeah, and was that a playoff season as well? Y'all went to the playoffs?
Yes, we hosted 2 home playoff games, first, second round, and we ended up losing the Lowers 14-6 in the second round.
Okay, wow, that was a close game.
Right.
Well, now I know that athletics is a huge part of a high school experience, and playing high school football myself, and I'm sure that you had a similar experience. You learn a lot outside of the classroom, on the practice field, with your teammates, how to act in a team environment. Right. And I know senior leadership is a big part of that. What are you going to do? Do you have any plans for rising seniors or rising upperclassmen, varsity players, maybe in addition to the X's and O's that can help them build team building skills, and just kind of helping them to mentor them to become better people and better students and better teammates?
Well, the way that we teach football is basically just the life lessons and, how to deal with the things on and off the field that really matters and what they're going to ultimately be dealing with when they leave out of school.
Yeah.
And so we relate the things that they do inside the classroom and in the community to what goes on the football field. And we hope that eventually trickles to them having success.
Absolutely. And so do you all have team functions? I know that we're in basketball season right now, but football season never really stops in South Carolina. So y'all are doing strength conditioning right now. Do you do any other team events to help build camaraderie or help them with their schoolwork and other things like that?
Well, first off, I'm an advocate for all of our players to do multiple sports. So we have a lot of athletes right now that's in a lot of either baseball or basketball or soccer. So those players aren't currently doing strength and conditioning as far as with football. Right. So, as long as they're involved in something, that's great. That's
right. Yeah, the agility for basketball or the hand-eye coordination for baseball definitely helps translate to football.
There was a study actually recently that came out that said multi-sport athletes actually do better than just people who focus on one sport only. So that's kind of surprising.
Oh, yeah.
You're seeing that more and more often, though, now that these kids are kind of pigeonholed into a single sport, and everything that they do is focused on improving.
And they burn out on it.
Yeah, they do. They burn out on it.
Absolutely.
So we've talked before about academics and athletics and how they're really intertwined. It motivates kids to go to class. They have to have a certain GPA to play on the team. So how are your kids doing in the classroom? I know that's probably something you stress. And do you see it as a teacher as well, that kids who play sports end up doing better in school actually than kids who don't?
Well, I quite frankly stress as being a student athlete, and the academic part is almost first. Yeah. We have mandatory study hall every day before practice, and to make sure that they're getting that bit that they need to have, because without the academic part, athletics will go nowhere.
Yeah. Well, it's hard for teenage boys to accept that. I know for myself, it was definitely the other way around. It was athletics first and then school second, but it truly is the way you have to do it, because the fact of the matter is, these kids may be great athletes, but how many people make it to college, then how many people make it to the pros? The numbers are so small.
That's right, absolutely.
So education is the bedrock of why they're here. So.
Definitely. That would take them a long way in life.
Absolutely, a lot further than the ball.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate your time, and stay with us. We'll be back with more 843 TV.